Hey guys, what's up? And today I'm just doing a quick sort of update video on a new project that I recently started. I know that I've gotten some positive feedback on these short update type videos in the past, and I wanted to keep doing them as I try to get back into the swing of things with the summer kicking off. So, right here in front of you, you have a Air Tech 3000. This is basically a revival project for me, mostly because I got this blaster basically in a destroyed condition from a modding friend. He was going to throw it away, and I decided that I might be able to scavenge some parts from it, and I think that I might be able to make a complete blaster out of something that otherwise would have been thrown away. However, it did have a ton of problems, starting with the tank, I guess, because that was probably the biggest problem. I guess when he tried to minimize it, it looked like he nicked the corner of the tank. As you can see, that little spot right there, that's actually a hole in the tank. So I covered that with a patch and then lots of epoxy, and it's been holding pretty well, which I've been happy about. The tubing was pretty leaky, and which happens with older blasters, so I retubed both this and the pump just so I wouldn't have any leaks in there. I have a brass fitting that'll connect the two pieces together. Originally, I was going to do a normal half-inch PVC coupler, so I could use a variety of different fittings and attachments that I have. However, I decided to just single it, mostly because I wasn't sure about overpressuring it due to the fact that it had a hole in the tank before. I didn't want to push it too hard, so I thought that if I singled it, I could still get a ton of power out of it without pushing it too hard. Other mods that I've done so far, I've glued the pin for the trigger. I'm about to take out the overpressure release valve by filling up that with some glue. I have made a plate for the front where the turret would normally sit, because that was broken as well when I received it. So this will sit on the inside there, and it has a spot cut out for the coupler. And I was debating about painting this, however, I am probably just going to leave it as this kind of like opaque, scratched type look, mostly because I plan on putting a few LEDs in this blaster just to make it look a little cooler. That was pretty much inspired because the goo gauge, when I got it, kind of exploded all over the blaster. This thing was, like I said, pretty much a complete mess when I got it, and because he was going to throw it out. But I glued a switch in here where the goo gauge would normally sit, and this is actually a pretty cool spot because, as you can see, it covers the spot where the goo gauge would go out completely, and it looks almost like it's supposed to be there. And it's very accessible with the thumb and easy to flick, and it feels relatively comfortable, so that's always a positive. So that's what I've done so far to this blaster. Like I said, I'm debating, I might put either a few LEDs, like drill holes in here and then put a few white ones out, almost like a tactical light in the front, as well as lighting up the back, and I'll run that off of the same switch. So that there's plenty of room in the shell, which is good for the 3Ks. Have a ton of room in the shell, especially if you minimize the tanks, so I'll have plenty of room for electronics in here. I was also debating before about, because the tank sits so low, putting a Panther tank up here and then hooking that in, but instead of having it have its own button, I would have it so that way when you shot the 3K tank, the change in pressure would set off the back pressure tank, which is the Panther in this case, which would fit in here pretty well, and that would just basically have the two shots fire at the same time with the one trigger pull. So I was debating about that, but I might do the LEDs instead. I'm leaning towards that at the current moment. However, let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Now, I know I've asked this before, but if you like the updatey type videos where I do like short updates, but I do them more frequently about projects and like works in progress such as this, and then do other videos when they're like completed and show them in stages, if you prefer that rather than like a really long mod video, let me know what you think. I prefer almost doing these because sometimes I can't, especially with projects like this where I don't quite know what the finished product is going to be, so I can't really do a step-by-step tutorial because I'm not really positive on how I'm going to finish it, because sometimes I change my mind, sometimes other things pop up. So I know I'm rambling at this point, so let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I hope you enjoyed this video.